The whole thing.
I fucking cut myself with box cutters.
Oh, I didn't even see your cut.
It's fucking stupid. It's what it is. Cause it's so. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's estúpido.
It's just stupid. What's up, guys? My name is Jay Weston, and I'm here with Papi Chulo, Puerto Rican version.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Cyberpunk Edge Runners review, Netflix. Talk about it now. Scene. 1, 2, 3, go.
So if you haven't seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners, it's very good. It had a very big positive on the game.
Yeah, it's like a revitalization of the series, right?
Basically, because with the games, it wasn't doing too hot. There was not a lot of concurrent users, and after the Edge Runners came out, almost everybody liked it.
Yeah, this guy had re-downloaded the game.
Because
he deleted it.
I did. I re-downloaded the game with all the patches.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one suffering so much from the glitchiness of the game because I had a PS5 at the time. You know, I got my PS5. You know, and I didn't have to pay more than the actual retail price.
He's bougie now since he has a PS5 and a PS4 Pro.
Punk Edge Runners review. We're going to be going into different types of themes on it. It's going to be the overall story. We're going to be going into the animation, the voice acting, the pacing, the game versus the actual anime, and the takeaways from this anime. Also, at the end, we're going to have our conclusion and our thoughts as well.
Okay, let's get ready. Get set. Let's go. Let's go. Ha!
All right, so the story of Cyberpunk Edge Runners, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does correlate a lot with the game, but we'll talk about that later. It's about a somewhat a dystopian future, right? We have it in Night City.
Yeah.
It's about a story about David, which is going to be one of our main characters, David Martinez. Exactly.
Yeah.
We have Lucy as well. So
Lucy.
those are going to be the two.
Last name unknown.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Last name is unknown, actually.
But she was like a test subject type thing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So that her backstory.
Spoiler.
I mean, if you've seen this, is a review, so it's a
True.
spoiler review. So so Lucy, and then all the other side characters like Faraday. We have Kiwi.
Yep.
We have Maine. We have who else? We have
Doido. Doido.
Yeah. Doina.
Doido. Damn it. Dorio, yeah.
Dorio.
Yeah, Dorio.
We have Rebecca. We got Doria.
Yeah, oh yeah, we have Rebecca.
Gloria,
Sure.
the mom. David's story. It started, had a beginning, middle, and end. So,
For sure.
if you expect to see David in season 2, I would say like flashbacks. You might see him. If it continues like Lucy's story, because Lucy's story is kind of left open ended a little bit.
Lucy is she was made, basically.
Was she made?
Oh, sorry. Well, no, she was not made.
I think she was like picked for
Exactly.
like
She was like an orphan.
like an experiment type thing.
In the game, just like in the anime, right? We have netrunners. Netrunners are people that get contracted by big companies because in this dystopian future, it's all run by companies.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. It's all about
Arasaka,
capitalism, all that good. All that stuff.
Militech. Yeah.
Which is
Just
going to
like
be
the
the
game.
biggest two.
Just like the game. Yeah.
Lucy was taken from very little kid and giving a lot of tests and a lot of cybernetic enhancements and everything like that.
Specifically to be a
Hacker.
advanced hacker.
Yep. The Cyberpunk, as you guys know, if you play the games, you can be anything. You can be a hacker guy. The only thing it does hacker, it can be like Maine or Dorio, which is kind of like tanky.
Yeah.
You know, very strong, all about physical. Right? You can have a combination of the two.
Yeah,
you can really do anything in the game, really.
I'm watching it from like a newbie standpoint to where I've never played the game,
Yeah.
and I've watched the anime. These are all new concepts to me, and I understood it perfectly because they separated a lot of things. This is a net runner. This is an edge runner. This is a cyberpunk.
What Faraday is? He is the guy who you talk to get guys
jobs.
like David Martinez or V in the game.
Okay.
And those guys are the net runners, which are going to be the guys who are getting the job from.
Yeah.
So
like
Faraday is just like that middle guy.
like bounty hunter stuff.
There you go. Yeah, almost.
A lot of the other side characters have good stories as well. Like
And they'll almost all of them get explored as well.
I mean,
I don't think Rebecca gets explored that much.
not really. I mean, but it's kind of
Main
straightforward. Main story.
A little bit.
A little bit. He has like a flashback, but I think that they have enough story to where like you understand their personality and why they're like
for
that.
sure.
They like they don't lack personality. All of them have really good personality too,
and
traumas too, and that's a lot of the voice acting. So for voice acting, we have Matthew Mercer, who plays Falco.
He is from Critical Role, which is a D&D inspired channel.
You know, he played Levi.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
he plays Levi.
In Attack on Titan.
Yeah, he plays a lot of characters, man. He's very popular up there, so he's a heavy hitter. Zach Aguilar. He played Tanjiro. He played a character, what's his name in Bubble? I forgot. He played a character in Bubble, because I recognize his voice. And he played a lot of other characters in Netflix. A lot of these voice actors have played a lot of characters in the Netflix original animes and animations.
Me as a company, you do very good work for me. Yeah. The product was good.
Yeah.
What you gave me was gold.
I want to continue working.
Right? I will continue. I would be better. It's better for me to pay you more because I know you're going to deliver.
Yeah.
Than somebody new.
Exactly. Because you don't know their work. You know know how they're going to respond to the story and how it's going to work. Like
directions.
The director. The sound engineer. I'm pretty sure they have the same sound engineer, just like how Christopher Sabat does a lot for Funimation. He does a lot for Funimation. Who plays Faraday again?
Giancarlo Esposito,
aka
the biggest bad guy ever.
Yeah, man.
I like him. I love him.
He played in The Boys. He was the corporate guy in The Boys. I forgot his name. He also played. Who did he play in Far
Cry? Basically Fidel Castro. That's basically. I haven't played Far Cry 6. I've just seen the promotional material on it. Yeah. But he's basically Fidel Castro.
Jesus.
I mean, that's exactly who he reminds me of.
I think he's like the biggest name on there, to be honest. Him
and you know what? I think
Matthew Mercer as well.
Him and Matthew Mercer are definitely.
And they're not even the main characters; they're just side characters, which is crazy. He is the main villain figurehead, and then you have Arasaka and then Motek. Let's go on to animation, right? The designs, character designs. How do you feel about that?
So character designs, I think they're pretty good, pretty clean.
Yeah.
I also think. So they're not. This is an anime, but they're not very Japanese, or like at least Japanese inspired, which is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And you were saying
westernized Japanese style. You ever see like an animation and like a American animation company do like an anime style? Remember that X-Men anime version of X-Men?
Yes.
Remember the Fantastic Four anime version?
Ooh, no.
There's a Fantastic Four anime version. There's a Wolverine anime version.
There's a Wolverine, yes.
Yeah. You can kind of tell the difference between traditional Japanese animation for anime and then like Western version of anime.
Okay.
Which they're both good, They're both professional.
I don't think they're bad at all.
I don't mind it. But I do think that this is a big step in that realm for American anime.
With that, and we were talking about this, that maybe one of the things that we should do in America, just like in everything, we kind of do our own thing, right? Like America kind of does its own thing. It may be inspired by other things.
America is just a coagulation of like all cultures, to be honest.
Oh,
it is
coagulation.
Google it. It's the word. Amalgamation.
There you go. I'm way better with amalgamation. What we should do with the animation things, we basically do our own, really.
Yeah. Make our
Be
own.
inspired, but make it our own.
What I think Marvel and DC have already kind of hopped on to that type of stuff. I mean,
they're comics, so it's kind of very easy for them.
It's easy to like go into it, you know. But I like animation just because it's not like a.
It's over the top for sure.
It's over the top, yeah, but it's not a set-in character. It's not like they have a Spider-Man, right? They don't have a Batman. They don't have a Superman. They have stories that are adapted into the anime style. Okay. And I feel like, at least for America, we have so many set-in superheroes to where like there's culture behind that, and they don't want to see it adapted as an anime. Cyberpunk Edge Runners though is perfect for it. Because I can already feel like, you could already feel that it has that anime aesthetic anyway. Just like Ghost in the Shell, right?
Yes, it's a great comparison for Cyberpunk and Ghost in the Shell. They're not in the same world,
synonymous
but
with
they're
each other.
very, very close together for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think about the pacing of the actual Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
How about you? I want to hear what you guys think.
So I think the pacing was fine.
Yeah.
We do have a time jump in there. They do show you like a collage of like the things that David went through a little bit before and during.
Yeah.
To make sure, because if you guys don't know, he's a kid. He's about like
15, 16.
Yeah, 15, 16. So he's a kid.
Yeah.
Right. Once after the time jump, I don't remember how much years actually is.
But 4 or 5. I think it was 4 or 5.
So he seems like 22, 24.
Yeah.
But
20,
he's
22.
jacked.
Pretty big. But you can tell that it's not all him because his head still is the same size. It's
not all him.
His neck is like this big.
He's geared.
Like his head is like that big.
He's geared up.
Geared.
With actual gears.
Yeah.
He's geared. Steroids. Big. Let me tell you something. If I get cybernetics, I'll fucking get that big.
Pacing for me. I liked it. I do think it was kind of rushed with the time skip. They could have handled it a little bit better, you know. The collage, they did like a Tarantino type of collage type thing to where like they're having a conversation, and then in that conversation they talk about past things they've done or what they're gonna do, and they do it, and that counts as a flashback, which is good narratively, right? But for like a series, that's good for a movie though. For a series, you want to see it expounded on a little better. But you know, it is an anthology season,
right? It is only 10 episodes long.
Yeah,
they could have made it
12, like a normal anime. If you guys don't know, anime has a thing called core nowadays.
What is cores?
I'm glad you asked. A core is like a part, not a season, a part. You know, like Attack on Titan, final season, part 1, part 2.
So we still have that season.
Still have that season. Just different parts in it. Like, okay, fall, this is going to be core 1. Then we'll have like summer or spring, core 2. And then that'll be season 1. Oh, but it depends on the anime. You can have 4 cores. Like Bleach coming up was going to have 4 cores for 1 season. So you'll probably have
is so crazy.
You'll probably have like fall, winter, summer, spring, summer.
And they're all 12 episodes as well.
12 episodes each core. It's not confusing. Right now it seems a little confusing. But once you get into it, you're like, oh, okay, this is part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. This is a fall, this is for spring, this is for summer.
So I like that.
I like it too.
I do not mind that. I feel like with that they can, I don't know, like give more emphasis on each core, right? Maybe better animation.
Yeah.
Maybe the storytelling or the pacing
would be
of
better.
it, right?
Yeah. More plot, not too
build
much
up.
filler. I like filler. Sometimes I like.
It's a great build up to the climax of the actual season, right? With that, I like it. You like it as well?
Yep.
What do you guys think? Comment down below. Yeah. See if you guys tell us how to have a conversation.
Give us a rating 1 to 10 and give us your thoughts on it. So, game versus anime, right? You're my expert.
All right.
Right, the game with the anime, right? It's basically the same thing. The same thing is that the game is inspired by the anime is inspired by the game, okay? So everything in there, I'm kidding.
It's not more of a versus. It's more of a, what are the good things that has happened? Like, for example, in the anime, there's a few places, a few landmarks, as you said before, of the game, which is great for somebody who's played the game.
Exactly.
And something to look forward to if you haven't played the game. Yeah, like this guy. Maybe you can buy the game, and then once you go into it, I'm like, oh, that's me.
Exactly.
That's where I was. Kind of
lost yourself. Cyberpsychosis, like
good. Right? Yeah. So cyberpsychosis in the game is not very prevalent.
Yeah,
you have side quests on it, and you have somewhat of a main quest on it.
Because cyberpsychosis in anime was like a big thing.
It's the thing.
Big thing,
right? It's one of the plots of it.
Biggest plot, because that's how most of them die. Spoiler.
And guys, sorry, no Johnny Silverhand on the anime.
Keanu Reeves, man.
Yeah,
they're probably saving him for season for like the season 2 or something. You know,
can't do no wrong.
If you guys watch it, you might be in season 2.
Yeah,
you don't know. The biggest takeaway from this anime was like the portion that this anime took from the game was so small, but they expanded into a whole story, which is great. You know what I mean? And they can do that with so many other things because this character, David, most of these characters,
random dude.
Most of these characters are not even in the game, right?
They're not.
So,
they're not at all. Well, it says Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher, yeah. But you gotta have something to like bring it to.
Like, there's no David Martinez. There's no David Martinez in the game.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there is somewhere. Yeah.
Somewhere in the game.
Yeah, because that makes the world so big. That's world building.
Exactly. Because we have different parts. We have Night City. We have like Santo Domingo. We have so many places. We have the Badlands. So and that's one of the. You have 3 different stories that you can choose.
Yeah.
Corpo, Cyberpunk, or Badlands guy.
Right.
And I chose the Badlands. You can have a whole thing with Badlands.
Exactly. So that's what I think that they should do. You know, for me, the best way to tell that story is to take the smallest increment of it and expand it to like a whole story. Then that makes the original story seem even bigger. You know what I mean? It also makes me think about the future of our world, right? You know?
Yeah.
There's so many things like hearing aids.
Hearing aids. And hearing aids, it's something super common nowadays.
Yeah.
This is the start.
The stars?
That's it.
Hold on, let me get my hearing aid.
Put my hearing aid on. I didn't hear you. Like,
I mean,
like transferring organs.
You can definitely
different limbs. You know, they just go crazy in that show. You know, and that's definitely a kind of its extent to what we can do as humans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cyberpsychosis is like the rejection.
And then, and cyberpsychosis can be like a real thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's a real thing with like regular organs. Like if I get his kidney and it doesn't, like we don't like are compatible. If it isn't compatible, I can reject it, and I can just malfunction. My whole body can like destroy itself, just like cyberpsychosis.
In conclusion, with all this, I think the anime was pretty good. My rating for it would be a 7 out of 10.
7. That's a
7 out of 10. I did like it. I think the animation was great and everything. The ending.
Did you like the ending?
I like happy endings, man. I want Lucy and him to go to the moon and be experienced with the moon. Man.
It made the scene when Lucy was at the moon by herself even more powerful.
I freaking almost cried on that.
That's good. It's supposed to make you cry.
And then like it was the little David too.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
when she
first met him. But yeah, so in conclusion, that's for me. Yeah. 7 out of 10. How about
for me, I was gonna give it a 7 too, but I liked it more than you, so I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
I like.
That's fair.
You know, he might be biased because of the game.
Maybe.
He wants everybody to be happy, go lucky. Yeah, we always happy after jump over the moon. Yeah, I like realistic stuff, man. This was a really good story, man. The ending was good. The story was amazing. Even though the pacing for me was, a little bit fast. But hey, this is an anthology series. I think they should make an anthology series. I'm not sure.
I think that would be the best way to
go. That would be
the
best way to expand everything. Explore all the portions.
Stop Lucy and them. Maybe have, like in that anthology series, have something along the lines.
And then it kind of relates to
Lucy pops up.
Yeah, she pops up randomly. That would be great. Rebecca's...
I think Rebecca's dead. Yes.
Rebecca's dead.
Spoiler. Oh shit! Sorry. Spoiler.
Rebecca died, man. Rebecca was my favorite character. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Who's your favorite character?
Falco.
Falco? Of course. I knew it was Falco. He even talk about
or
Falco
Fairway. Or Fairway.
Fairday. Fair night. Fair a month. Fair a year.
Alright, guys. This is our review for Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yep.
Tell us what you guys think in the comment below. Like, subscribe, and check us out in the next video.
Hit that bell so you can get notified every time we post.
I love you guys. He doesn't want to tell you this, but I have a crush on every single one of you. Like and subscribe. Bye.
Found the video.